Alright guys, we got a special video for you today. Another review, and this time I'm reviewing the Massdrop ALT High Profile. It came in yesterday. Let me unplug it. Here's a look at it. Very thick aluminum case. There's the bottom. Drop ALT. Back it has two USB-C slots so you can put your cable on each side. There's it up close. The layout. It's a very, very solid keyboard. So, I ordered mine with Halo True switches in it. They're tactical switches. They feel pretty good. So, when I got it in yesterday, I went through the process of lubing, switching, or lubing, and doing all that. So it was a long process because my switch opener I had was a piece of crap and was plastic. So I had to open every switch by hand with the screwdriver, and my fingers were rubbed raw by the end of it. So I lubed all the switches with krytox lube. I replaced the stock stabilizers with genuine cherry plate mount stabilizers. I have a GMK keycap set coming in the mail that I ordered off Mech Market to complete it, and a new cable, because the cable that's on my desk right now is for my Ducky build. I mean, it still looks good, but I want it to look extra good, because the GMK keycap sets are premium. Man, this thing is so exposed. My face is so bright. But okay, so we'll go over it. Taking apart the case, it was a breeze to take apart. It has that nice acrylic middle piece in it, so you can get some RGB around the sides. RGB, you can get it around the sides. It looks good. The RGB is not super bright, but it's still, it looks good. It's not like in your face super bright. The stock keycaps are meh. Obviously, when you get a keyboard like this, you're probably gonna replace the keycaps anyway. But they're good still. They're double shot PBT. Shine through. I think they're made by Taihao. I think they contract with Taihao to make them. The keyboard comes in black and in silver. I got it in silver or space gray, however they want to call it. And the Halo True switches. So here is the specs on it. Custom, the hot swappable PCB, plate mount switches. The stabilizers are plate mount. You can't use screw in, which is kind of a shame because I initially ordered some GMK screw in stabilizers. So I just have those sitting in my drawer for a future build because they're super hard to get. They're always sold out everywhere. So, and then I put some of the gold wired cherry plate mount stabilizers in there. And the keyboard feels good after lubed. Oh man, it feels good. The switches are super heavy though. Halo Trues are super heavy. It's 100 gram for the full actuation force. On my Ducky, I had cherry linear whites, which are very smushy switches. So it's a big switch coming from that to this. But still, it still feels amazing. I mean, typing with it feels great. I'm still getting used to the layout, so you'll see in my typing sessions I choked a ton because I'm still getting used to the distance on it. And man, see there's the low profile. You can see a difference between the low profile and the high profile right here. The low profile has open keycaps. You can see them. I didn't want that. I wanted the high profile where you couldn't see the sides of the keycaps. So I'll show you some pictures. There's the genuine cherry plate mount stabilizers I put in them with the gold wire. And there's me going through it with switch hitter, verifying all the switches worked. There's me opening the switches, having some already in with, the stabilizers already clipped, lubed, and bandaid modded. And yeah, I mean, there was me just getting started. And yeah, it was a hell of a process. I'm not even going to lie. It was a process. There was me just taking a picture as soon as I started. As you can see, it's a lot of stuff you need to start this. Fingernail clippers, keycap pullers, switch openers, paintbrushes, lube, screwdrivers, band-aids, you know. So I had everything gathered up to start, you know, and there's my desk, there's my krytox lube and the little deal right there. Krytox is expensive. It's $20 for a half an ounce vial of it. So you got to use it sparingly. Less is more. When you dip the paintbrush in, wipe it off a couple times, and then paint the switches. So I went ahead and did the bumps on the tops so it'll still be smoother. So what I lubed is all four sides of the top, the bumps, the slides on the bottom, and around the spring. I lube the springs, and then that's it. But yeah, let's get into a sound test of how it sounds before. Let you hear that. So as you can see before, it sounded decent still, but it could go a long ways. Oh yeah, I also put a piece of foam behind the PCB to limit some to have some dampening in there. And yeah, I mean, this keyboard's really nice. I mean, $230, I know it's a lot for a keyboard, but this is a solid aluminum case, CNC machined, hot swappable PCB. You can literally put any switches you want in it that are cherry style. I mean, you could even change the case if you wanted to. You could put the PCB in a different case to put a different PCB in it. But for the reason I got this is because I'm just getting started into custom keyboards, and I didn't want to delve all the way into building a custom keyboard yet. I wanted to dip my toes in and see how I liked it. So I got this to lube and mod some. I mean, I lubed the switches on my Ducky, but I did it a little bit differently than you normally do. I popped the tops off with paperclip deals. I popped all the tops off and lubed them in there. I didn't unsolder it, and that was a pain in the butt, but I did it. And I just lubed the stabilizers by like squeezing some grease in there, so I didn't fully do it all the way how I would want to. So yeah, I mean, this is my first tear down all the way. You know, foam, lubing all the switches, banding, modding, clipping, lubing, greasing the stabilizers. And I had a blast doing it. It's such an enjoyable experience. You know, you're just sitting there. It's like meditating almost. And you're seeing it all coming together. Hearing the before and after difference. Typing on it. Gaming on it. It just feels amazing. So, it did make me want to dive headfirst into it. And I did dive headfirst into it. I ordered... Let me get to it. For my next build, I don't know when it'll be, probably a few months down the road, I ordered some of the Aqua Xylants right here. Aqua Xylant V2s. They sound amazing. They're silent, tactical. But these are going to be a hot commodity for these. And I won't get them till like April. I was going to order Securios, Roselios, but I decided to do Aqua Xylence. I like the sound of Xylence. I like the tactility. And so I ordered those, and they look dope. So I'm going to do a builder for my full custom build. I'm going to do a builder built around these. I already have the GMK screw and stabilizers that I accidentally ordered. So, yeah. But yeah, man, if you're not wanting to like deep dive all the way in to custom keyboards and build a full custom yet, and you just want to dabble with it, like swapping out some switches or lubing, clipping, and just testing it out, you can order the bare bones of this too with no switches and keycaps and start from that. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a good starter board. It'll still last you forever. It's still a great board. It's great quality. The only improvements I think they could make are the stock stabilizers aren't the greatest, so that's why I replaced them with genuine cherry. And they could make the PCB, because you see on the PCB it doesn't have the two little holes on each side of that center hole for the stubs on switches. I think on their future runs, the PCB, they could do that for more stability on the switches. Also, so when you order, like, let me go back. Let me find a picture, a good picture. The plastic stubs on the bottom right there, you have to clip those off on switches you want to put on this keyboard. So I think on the future runs of the PCB, they could put those holes in the PCB so you don't have to clip your switches, which I think would be a really good addition. And also better stabilizers. But other than that, it's a sick board, man. It's really nice, perfect starter board, and I highly suggest it. So to end off this video, let's give you a sound test of the after. Oh yeah, that sounds nice, doesn't it? That sounds very nice. Halo Trues, man, it sounds nice, feels really good. I'm happy. I'm satisfied with it. I had fun. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna enjoy this keyboard for a long time to come. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next one, guys. Later.